Hey everyone, it's Clari here. How's it going? So this week we're doing another traditional themed unboxing and I've got two really interesting figures this week, and one was actually on my grail list and that was Saber Alta Kimono version, and the other one is Kurumi Oiran version, which I pre-ordered ages ago. I paid for her on Tom and didn't realise that she was going to be sent surface. Anyway, I finally have her in my collection, so we can finally have a look at her when we do the unboxing. So maybe we start with Kurumi first, and then we'll save the showstopper for last, which is going to be Saber. Ooh, okay, that's cool. I get a free clear file. Oh my god, that's amazing. I actually use these to keep all my receipts in, and my other one is very full. So I really like that. Yeah, and it's that really cool lamb illustration of Hatsune Miku. So thank you, Tom. Tom has done a really good job of wrapping her up, actually. The box is absolutely stunning. Wow, they've done such a great job on the box. So this figure's by Katie Cole, and they've done a couple of kimono version figures, all of which I adore. So I have really high expectations in terms of them delivering for that. And yeah, this is another great box. Like, she's got like an image on the front with the cutout. She's got some lovely photography on the sides. I'll show you the back in a second. And on the back as well. And then on the top, she's just got a clear cutout. I'm not sure that's particularly useful, but you know, I'll take it. Yeah, I especially love these side images. And honestly, this is what really sold me on buying the figure in the first place, because the photography on her, she just looked amazing. So let's have a look at the actual figure. Wow, she's definitely well wrapped. Okay, I think I'm gonna have to take back my skepticism. I think as of so far, she looks really good. All right, let's just get this plastic off. Ooh, she looks really good. So yeah, this is one of the main criticisms, is it's a very boring base, plain black. But I have to say, of all the figures that can pull off having a plain base, it's kimono figure, just because they've got so much detail to them that I feel they kind of don't need lots of detail. And she comes with a gun and her clear stand. So the clear stand it goes on her heel, on the front of her foot to prop her up. And then the gun goes behind her ponytail like this. Yeah, that's right. I think she looks really nice. Honestly, I'm pleasantly surprised at how much I liked her. I think because I didn't like people's pictures on Reddit, I really thought I was going to not like this figure, but I actually think she is beautiful. I wish her gold kind of print on her kimono was more metallic in finish, but I'm hoping that the figure will age better because it's more of a yellow than a kind of shiny gold with the print. I love the red underlay of her kimono. It's absolutely beautiful. And her face is lovely. The only thing I could say is maybe she could do with having a bit more depth to her golden eye. I would like that to be a bit more shiny. But honestly, I think she's quite delightful. I really love her headpiece with the rose, although I have to say, I think there could have been improvements on the painting on it. I think it's a little patchy in points, but it's not terrible and I can forgive it. I wouldn't, unless I look up close, it's not something I would notice. Her boobs look huge. Her hair is a little bit lackluster. It is lacking some shading here and there. I would have liked to see some warmer browns and rich tones just to give it a bit more pizzazz. It feels quite flat with the color, but the detail on her gun looks absolutely fantastic. They've done a really good job of sculpting it and also painting it. So I'll give them credits for that. They've given her a clear finish on her nails, which looks really lovely. But overall, she's great. The one thing I will say, she's a little bit wobbly. You know, the prop, it's not really stabilizing her. She still feels a bit wiggly. So she definitely is a bit of an unstable figure, but I think when I saw the initial design and saw she kind of leans back, I had a feeling that would be the case. So it is, I guess, expected. I wanted just that little bit more. I think I've been spoiled by opening some, you know, Kirito Alter and some other high quality My Ethos figures that I was expecting that level of quality. But overall, I'm still really happy. Moving on to Saber Alter. So this figure had a very limited time re-release, which I was lucky enough to snab an order of her off Ami. And honestly, I couldn't believe it at the time. I was like manically kicking the checkout button and then the whole website crashed. She was like one of my top figures that I wanted to own in my collection. And yeah, she's really going to be the piece of resistance on my traditional wear themed shelf. So yeah, let's get unboxing this figure. Here's her Ami card. It's the old one as I sent her Surface. Because I managed to get the pre-order, she also came with this wall scroll, which is super exciting. Oh my gosh, I feel so excited to open this. I didn't realize how much I was looking forward to this till I like saw her come out. It's like, ah! So, fun fact, this is my first ever wall scroll. I have to be honest, I'm not normally a fan of wall scrolls. I prefer kind of prints on paper that I can then frame or kind of stick my detail. But I have to say, that's really pretty. Okay, I kind of get why people like wall scrolls now. This is really beautiful. Okay, so first, let's review the box. My gosh. Of all the Kitty Core figures I have, the kimono version figures, this box is just on another level. It's so beautiful. I love all the flowers, the kind of racer print on the side, because there's like a whole line of Saber racer figures and I just think that looks really good. Like, yeah, just like all the graphics look amazing. She's got a clear cutout at the top and some Saber Alter in English, which is a nice touch. And like, honestly, this box is just absolutely stunning. It's only got the image on the back in terms of photographs of the actual figure, but the graphic is so nice. It doesn't really need promo pictures of the figure on it. And yeah, let's get unboxing Saber. So the box insert comes with this like hot paint finish. It looks so good. I really love the like box, honestly. I think this is possibly one of my favorite boxes that I've ever got for a figure. Also, it's that like super thick card, which is so nice. Okay, her base is huge. I didn't realize how big her base was gonna be. And it's a little bit simple, but I actually don't mind because I feel like her figure is gonna be so elaborate. There's a bit of gold detailing on the front. She's got some metal pegs that go into her feet, so I think it's gonna be okay. I'm actually kind of excited for the space to see it with the figure. Oh my gosh, she's so heavy, Jesus. Wow, her parasol looks amazing. Oh my gosh, there's so many parts. The packaging on this is like pretty amazing, by the way. Like the way they've configured the box is really efficient given how big she is as a figure. You really wouldn't tell with the size of the box. And the umbrella has like a metal rod, which is so nice. The parasol itself is beautifully painted and shaded, and it just looks wonderful. Wow. She looks absolutely incredible. Like, oh my god. Her details are just absolutely stunning. I can't get over how fantastic this figure is. Just a warning, she's quite heavy, but my gosh, her figure like is stunning. Her like kimono is honestly she is the most breathtaking traditional wear figure I own. I am so happy I managed to pick this figure up. Her design and paintwork on her figure, like all the flowers on her kimono are just stunning. And yeah, like even the inside of her kimono has like patterns on it, and her shoes have like beautiful flower details on them. She's got a little anklet. and it matches her necklace. Like, her hairpiece is just absolutely breathtaking, and the paint job and detailing on her hair is stunning. Okay, so I've put all her packaging away. Now we can start assembling her. I think it should be quite simple of putting, she just pegs in with her back feet into the metal pegs, go into these two peg holes here, and then this I think just slits in here. Well, my thoughts on her, I think she's worth every penny. If you can manage to pick her up in the aftermarket, I would really recommend getting her. I actually think she's possibly my favourite kimono figure or traditional wear figure that I own. There is nothing about her that isn't perfect. Like, she is a full 10 out of 10 figure. Like, her box is so beautiful, but also she is beautiful. Like, the box is super compact as well, given how big she is, and she's a really heavy lady as well. But honestly, everyone, she looks amazing. Her face looks so serene. They've captured Saber's face so perfectly, and they've made her look elegant and delicate, which is what you want from a kimono figure. So my thoughts on these two ladies, I would be lying if I didn't say that Saber completely outshines Kurumi. Honestly, Saber is just stunning. She looks so good, and I do think she is worth the aftermarket price tag, I have to be honest. Even if you're buying her pre-owned for an inflated price tag, she's completely worth it. Like, she's stunning. And while I love Kurumi and I think she is beautiful, there were just some details that I think were missed on her. I wish the patterning on her kimono had actually been done with an actual gold paint, whereas it's done with kind of like a yellow paint, and the only bits that are actual metallic gold are on the front of her oiran. So I think you can tell when you see her in person the quality difference, especially when you directly compare Kurumi to Saber. There is definitely a quality difference here. And I do think Katie Cole has slipped slightly in their standards with this Kurumi. I'm also a little bit annoyed because she's a bit wobbly. Like, just the structure of Saber feels so solid. You know, when I put her into a detail, I'm not worried that I'm going to break her or something, whereas I will have to be so careful with Kurumi when I shift her around, because she is a bit wobbly and feels a bit fragile. But overall, their aesthetic is really nice. And the other big difference, I think, is with Saber, you can twizzle her kind of 360. She looks good from every angle, and this for me is the price difference from a really good scale to a cheaper scale. You can see a difference. Whereas if I do the same with Kurumi, she looks so good from this front angle, but then the moment you turn her, she starts to look less and less good. And the back, honestly, it just looks a bit of a mess. Like, it just doesn't look as good as this front pose. And I don't feel that way about Saber, but I do about Kurumi. That is my bugbear. So I know when I display her in a detail, this won't bother me as much because I'll only view her from this front angle. But I know deep down that Saber is better. I really hope you all enjoyed this review of these beautiful figures. And yeah, if you have any thoughts on them, I'd love to hear below. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe, and I'll see you all next week. Bye everyone.